7th, make sure you send your resume and short motivation to me at recruitment@utrecht.nl. And yeah.
So what's our expertise? So as told before, we see societal issues and we try to counter them by taking entrepreneurial action, by creating social value. Innovation, it is a buzzword, but how we see it is trying to constantly come up with new concepts on how to make a bigger impact on the people currently left out in society at this time. And on a daily basis, we as a board coordinate 3 startups, as told before, providing workshops and drinks. And today we are here, Diane and I, and if you have questions about Inex or one of our enterprises, feel free to ask. And furthermore, when you're busy with your team, we're happy to help out with the brainstorm sessions, so don't hesitate. We always like to help you guys out.
Yes, and now to the prizes. For the winner and runner-up from the Startup24, we hereby invite you to join our Enactus Academy. The Enactus Academy is provided by our own amazing academy team, which provides you all you need to know about social entrepreneurship in a bootcamp course. And at the end you'll receive an official certificate. So that about the prizes. And that was it. My message, let's get to work. Woo! Thank you.
Thank you guys. Yes, like Diana already mentioned, one of the prizes, we wanted to wait with the other prizes just a little further, but we'll get to that just after these pitches. Study buddy,
yes,
please come forward.
Thanks. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm Wimme, the founder of Study Buddy. And 2 years ago I was a student, just like you. And then I started this company, Study Buddy. Who knows Study Buddy already? Okay, nice. Well, I'll share a little bit about the story of Study Buddy, how we started. And you can just ask questions if you want, because I already had the experience of building a company while you are studying. I think you guys after tonight also want to do that. So just ask any question that comes up. So this picture is from the movie Limitless. Who here does know the movie Limitless? Okay, not everyone.
That's not you?
It's not me.
Oh,
No, it's the person in the movie Limitless. Because in Limitless, what happens is that this guy, he is not making much of his life, and he gets a pill from a friend, and he takes this pill, and because of this pill, he can use 100% of his brain capacity instead of like 20 or so before. So he will do a lot of really cool things, gets very successful, rich, stuff like that. It's a cool story. So me and my roommate, at like 3 years ago, we were sitting in the train and then we were talking to each other like, okay, this movie Limitless, that's fun, but how cool would it be if there would be compounds in the real world that can improve your brain performance? We are both studying, so we're very interested in that. So we got to work. We started to do research, calling people, looking at the internet, and it turned out that there are compounds that are proven scientifically that improve your brain functioning. Of course, we all know caffeine, it's the most basic one, but there are more. So that's why we developed Study Buddy. It's a dietary supplement, and in here are capsules, and in there are natural compounds that improve your brain functioning. That was 2 years ago, and now we have customers in the Netherlands, in Belgium, in the UK, Germany. You can buy Study Buddy at the Spar, at the Uithof here, and also at 6 other locations in the Netherlands. So, yeah, actually, we started as a company and during the studies, and now I'm a full-time entrepreneur. So yeah, I think it's nice. It feels really good to start something and see it grow. So StudyBuddy, now I'm here to also help you a little bit with your Startup24 experience, if you want. So I asked myself the question for you guys. It's in Dutch, by the way. I'll translate it. How is StudyBuddy going to help you guys to win Startup24? Well, if you would try StudyBuddy, we will offer all of you a sample to try. One StudyBuddy will give you the mental rest to come up with sharp insights. It will also give you the focus to convert ideas to a product. And it will also give you the energy to work longer hours and to finish it on time. So, if you want to try StudyBuddy for the Startup24 experience, by the way, one StudyBuddy capsule works for like 4 hours. If you want to try that instead of coffee, for example, you can find us there in the back. After this session, you can get your own StudyBuddies to try. For who? For now, who wants to try StudyBuddy today? Okay. Good. Well, we see you.
What's in it?
What's in it?
Yeah.
We have a box here. I think we don't have time to talk about all the substances. There are like 11 compounds. They're all natural. If you come there, we can also explain a little bit more. Yeah? So that's it. After this session, you can get your StudyBuddies there. Be fast because there's a limited amount. Okay? Questions?
For time's sake, I'm going to ask you one question. What's your biggest tip for these entrepreneurs here to make sure they win tomorrow, this event?
Well, I think to win this event, the key is to get contact with your customer. The more contact you have, I think, the higher the chances that you will win. So it's important to go out of the building and talk to a lot of people.
Yes.
So good luck.
Great advice. And since we're in this shopping center Hackathon tonight and tomorrow, many people are going to be here. Many potential customers are going to be just around here. So like you said, get out of the building and make sure you test everything that you write down. Thank you so much. Thanks. Down. Students Inc. is going to be our final pitch for now.
Yes.
Yes?
Thank you. Yeah, it's on. Okay. Yeah, so we've had many pitches already and we're almost done. But one of the partners that we have that was not mentioned yet is Students Inc., which is also a very important partner in the student entrepreneurship ecosystem of Utrecht. It's actually a student incubator for student entrepreneurs or students that have ideas or ambitious students that want to do something with entrepreneurship. So it's located in a building of the Hogeschool Utrecht, so the University of Applied Sciences of Utrecht. And it has 3 floors filled with student entrepreneurs with great ideas, and it's also filled with coaches and a lot of fun because we have a lot of cool activities and drinks and workshops and stuff like that. And we're always looking for more people. And our goal is not to make money in any way, but our goal is actually to just help you grow as an entrepreneur and make your dreams come true, to use a cliche. So we are also a partner of this event. And I'm also, I'm talking like from a first person because I'm also involved in the board of Students Inc. So I'm involved in both Utrecht Students and Students Inc. And Students Inc. is also offering a prize for the winner. Actually, if you're good enough to build a business and you really have this entrepreneurship DNA in you, that basically means that you should definitely continue this stream. So Student Sync offers you and your team half a year of co-working space, workshops, mentoring, and just all the tools you need to build your future. So that's the prize for the winning team. So just so you know. Oh yeah, so to add to that, 2 more things. There is an open evening for Student Sync, so even if you win or if you don't win and you want to know more about Student Sync, join us next Monday, 13th, at Student Sync at the Daltonlaan, or look at studentsync.nl. There's also a flyer in your goodie bag to find out more, to get another few set of cool workshops and get some free pizza again. So more pizza the better, right? The more pizza the better. And also, to clear up some small confusion, you might think like, hey, Utrecht students, we just heard about that, and then you have Student Sync, we just heard about that. What's the difference? What's this? Student Sync is basically an incubator program actually helping you to build your dream as a startup entrepreneur. Utrecht Students is a task force organizing events for entrepreneurship, so basically helping people get to places like Student Sync. So they both work together in getting you into entrepreneurship. So that's basically it. So I think we covered most of it, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And looking at the time, we are just about getting ready for the national kickoff. I think we're approaching that in just a few minutes. We got a few minutes left. I just heard. Maybe you can just go over the prizes once more to make sure we get all the prizes covered for tomorrow. And then I can also introduce you to at least. Let me think, 2 of the jury members who are here.
Yeah. Let's go back to the jury because we forgot. There actually is another interesting thing for you that will help you in your journey today, which is actually Startup in Residence. It's a program built by the gemeente Utrecht and the graduate space, which is also another place where you can build a startup. And they have created a list of challenges which you can work on in Utrecht. And then also work with real clients already. And if you actually build a case around the challenge that is posted, you can get the actual offer and get 20,000 euros to work that out and make that happen. So maybe if Niels wants to come up and
yes,
tell something about that.
Come and join us. And tell us a little bit more.
Niels de Witte is one of our jury members at this event. And he is also the leader of the Startup in Residence program.
Thank you, Yes.
Take it away.
I'm not really the leader of Startup, I just actually, that's fine. I really like this program. We do it together with the municipality. The municipality, the people that work at the municipality have issues. They have things that bug them, and they want to fix them, and they won't really get fixed. And now they have 10 of these issues translated in challenges for startups, only for startups. And if you look at the challenge, it's just the problem that's mentioned, there's no solutions mentioned. So if you can come up with a brilliant solution to solve one of these problems that are mentioned, you already have your customer, which is in this study. And together with the person from the municipality that has that issue, you will go through a program and work out a business case. And if the business case is viable, the municipality has reserved at least 20,000 euros for execution. And if you need more, and they think it's okay, you can get more. and I'm kind of guessing that 20,000 euros. Okay. There's even one like they're even asking for a wedding planner, right? An app for people to plan their weddings. There's a challenge that if you have an idea to improve the entrepreneurial ecosystem for startups and scale-ups, if you have an idea to make Utrecht a more attractive place for startup and scale-ups, you can pitch your idea, and if you win, you go into the program, and if you do that well, you'll get your 20,000 euros or more.
Yeah, I was looking up the challenges, but I'm not sure.
Yes, steer/Utrecht.
I was looking up startups. Wait, it's always with live demos, it's never really working out.
It's on startups. Startups.co, there's also more challenges, and I'm sure you'll be inspired by lots of these challenges. You want me?
No. Very good, very good. I wanted to ask you one more thing, because Niels, you're also going to be one of the judges tomorrow.
Yeah.
Together with Jorg Kop. Jorg, where are you? Jorg, please show your hand so everybody knows who you are. If you want to influence the judges, these are two of them, so anything's possible. There you go. Niels, what are you going to be looking for tomorrow in pitches?
Well, I think entrepreneurs should contribute to society and make money. So I'm looking at impact. Is your idea going to make impact? But I'm also looking like, is there somebody's problem you're solving? And can you send an invoice?
Okay.
The problem with societal problems is that society has no address.
No,
society you can't send society an invoice. So I need to see people or organizations that are in trouble, and you're going to fix all that.
So you want to say be specific? Who is going to be picking up the
who's your
tab?
customer, what's their problem, and how are you going to solve that problem? Yeah.
Good. Okay. Great. Give Niels a hand. I'm going to be handing things over to Dan, who will guide you through the rest of the program.
Yeah, because we're almost ready for the real kickoff, which means that the 24 hours will begin very, very soon. And for that, I would like to ask Prins Constantijn, the startup envoy of Startup Delta, to come up to the stage.
Give him a hand.
Nice of you to be here, and thank you for all the work that you do for entrepreneurship, because you are a special envoy of Startup Delta. So can you tell us a little bit about what Startup Delta is and what your job is?
So Startup Delta really tries to remove obstacles for entrepreneurs so that they can start businesses, that they find the right talent and the capital that they need to grow. And basically we looked at the whole journey of an entrepreneur and see where can we improve the situation, improve the ecosystem for entrepreneurship. And my daily job is to connect, to talk, to create a momentum which allows policymakers to make the right decisions when it comes to entrepreneurship, etc.
Okay, cool. Okay, and yeah, by the way, I just remembered that this part was actually in Dutch. So whatever you want, like.
No, we can go on. It's actually the minister should be here, but she's a bit delayed. Like, because good ministers work hard, and they can't always keep the time. So we will just go and proceed with the program, and then when she comes, we'll do our little talk, and then we'll relaunch again. But we don't want to get everybody up and running and going. Also in the rest of the country, so we do want to kind of launch Startup24. At the time that it should be launched.
Yeah, and that is very soon.
That is very soon.
Yeah, so some very small extra questions. So how entrepreneurial do you have to be being a prince?
As a prince, you don't have to be entrepreneurial. No, it used to be very entrepreneurial, but that was in the Middle Ages. Then you had to kind of go out and conquer and do things. You build an empire, and that's a very different set of skills required for that. Currently, you don't really, but I've done many things. I've been in corporate roles. I've been in consulting. I've been worked in the government, and I've been an independent. I don't know if you call that an entrepreneur. But for me, it's most important to be independent, and for me, it gives a sense of freedom. I like entrepreneurs because they take that freedom and they to build their dreams, and they're ready to fail, but they're also ready to achieve something that is really beyond what was given to them. If you just step into a job, you're in a regular context, and then they'll tell you what to do, and you can grow. That's all really wonderful, I guess. But if you decide to become an entrepreneur, you have to explore yourself, you have to find your own inputs, you have to kind of work with people, you have to find the right people to grow your business with. I find that much more stimulating.
Yeah, I totally agree. I also have my own little startup, and this freedom, this feeling of being able to do whatever you want is really one of the things that really drives you and really keeps energy coming into you all the time. So you say that you had done some individual entrepreneurship yourself. Have you seen entrepreneurship during your studies, or were you also an ambitious student?
Well, my first ambition as a student was to spend as little time possible in university and reading books, and to still make my exams. So
that's recognizable, right?
Which is also called the Cultuur. But zesjes in a minimal time. So
efficient.
Yes, I had a lot of ambitions outside of my curriculum. Then I spent a year doing other stuff, organized a conference, and that was kind of a soul-searching moment. And then I decided to invest more in my studies, so I went a bit faster and I got a bit higher grades. But I didn't ever consider becoming an entrepreneur in university. And I must say, and when I studied, I started in '88 till the early '90s. None of the people that were with me were actually thinking about starting their own business. So I think a lot has changed, and it was when I'm looking back, I think it's a big pity that we were not exposed to it.
Yeah, I totally would agree. Yeah. So you have a really a lot of vision, I would say, on education and entrepreneurship, and you have this idea on how it should be formed and changed in the future. So what would you give if you had one tip or advice for the minister who just started? What would you say to her?
Well, I think things like this, when you have to expose people to entrepreneurship, you have to enable the universities to have, for instance, an entrepreneurial minor, but also the whole surrounding infrastructure of accelerators, of incubators, workspaces that should be supported. But I think most important for universities is that people that come up with really good ideas within their university time, they also have to do education, they have to do research, but that actually they are given the time and also the abilities and also the incentives to develop the business, or to step out and grow a business, or to share that with an entrepreneur, their invention, that can grow. So entrepreneurship as the third part of the university system, so education, research and entrepreneurship, I think needs a big boost.
Yeah, I also agree with that. Like, there is also in Utrecht, also in Utrecht, there is some ways of actually improving, studying and doing entrepreneurship next to each other, but I personally think, way more steps to be taken in that direction. And things like this and organizing programs next to entrepreneurship is actually a very good way of doing that. So are there any other plans that Startup Delta has right now?
Oh, we've got many plans. So we've been focusing very much on the system and trying to get knowledge transfer more professional and seeing how that works. And that takes too much time to go into that detail. I think what's more important now is that we want to be looking at very promising technologies or teams that are doing really exceptionally well, have high potential, and help them to accelerate much faster. And because we have kind of bridging networks between corporates, investors, the government, and educational institutions, and we do have the kind of networks and contacts to support entrepreneurs that have big potential to grow even faster.
Okay, cool. And do you have a question for me or for the audience? Anything you want to know?
Or anybody watching right now, because we're also live in 6 other locations.
Okay, yeah. Maybe or otherwise, is there anything you would have people think about when they start here?
Yes, what do you want to get out of this day? It should be fun, of course, but what else do you want to get out? So if you're tomorrow, when you're dead tired, and you're going to be going and making your way home, what is it that you want to be taken away from these 24 hours?
Yeah, I think that is a very good question.
That would be my question. I don't know if I'm going to get any answers to that, but maybe think about it before. That you don't just go into it and let it happen to you, but that you actually take charge and take charge about how you want to spend those 24 hours, because they pass just like that. And if you think through a bit what you want to achieve by it, then you might get much more out of it.
Yeah, and keep it, hold it tight and keep it with you, because if you keep holding on to these kind of ideas and you keep this entrepreneurship going, then that is actually the thing that makes you a real entrepreneur, that you keep it up, and that you not only in this event but also afterwards you keep thinking of ideas and working on them. right? The people that we just saw were people that actually also had an idea, and they came and they made it happen.
Okay. And I want to hijack this moment to also thank a few people, and particularly, well, Dan, you and your team, how you've organized this, and I know maybe just maybe you already gave a hand, but give another hand to that. Thank you. And also from the national organization team that's been driving this with Robin from the ministry, and also my team. Where's Robin? And Koen, all the way from Groningen, where he is. And Jessica, where's Jessica? They're there. Lise. And Sander, where's Sander? Okay, there. Those guys have been working very, very hard to make this happen, and this is the first time. It's like a startup, and so this is also validation, and we have to kind of organize something where you have exams, and you have holiday or weekend jobs, and you have drinking duties on Friday evening, and all of that's competing with trying to become an entrepreneur. So the people that are here are really dedicated, but know that those people have been extremely dedicated to organize this all across the country, to get more people confronted with entrepreneurship, and to make brilliant programs for you, 24 hours long, and provide the pizza, of course, and the beers.
Yeah, and if this is a success, we'll definitely be back next year at as many places as possible, I would say.
Do we kick off?
Yeah, I think we have to wait for the minister to actually be here.
No,
okay, so we're going to start? Sure.
So we're going to kick off, and then when the minister comes, we're going to kick off again.
Yeah, okay, cool.
We have to get people to start working.
Yeah, sure, let's do that. And then we have a nice touch for this kickoff, which is a confetti cannon. So you can keep that, and you can orient, you can, yeah, just let me move it. Let's do it together. You basically have to turn.
Yep.
So we'll count. Guys, everyone, count down together from 10.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Thank you all. I guess then everyone should just start working, right? So what's next up is you guys just go on, form teams if you don't have a team already. And then if you don't have a team, come to us. If you have a team, start talking, start making ideas. Pizza will be here. Oh, the pizza is already here. So then enjoy a pizza while you're making teams. And then we'll let you know when the next things happen.
Volgens mij zat ja, dat was weer